Hi, I'm Charles over at Foxit, and in this video I'd like to show you how you can use your Wacom tablet with Foxit PDF editor. Personally, I'm a fan of the Wacom Intuos. It's probably my favorite tablet. I've been using a tablet for a really long time. This replaced the mouse for me. I don't ever use a mouse anymore. It's always on a tablet. And I'm not really crazy artistic. I actually use this for everything that you would normally use a mouse for. It's just so much quicker to move across the screen, to find the things that I want. It took me like a few hours, I think, the first time I ever got one to get used to it. But as soon as you get used to it, you'll never go back to a mouse again. It's just so much quicker and it's so much easier. And I love the fact that the Intuos is wireless. It's all Bluetooth, so I don't have to be tethered to anything. I can just pick it up, take it with me. It's got hotkeys along the top. It's just a really great, really useful device.
Let's take a look at how easy it is to take some notes and to mark up a document using your ePen in Foxit PDF Editor Pro. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is come up here to where it says Comments, and I'm going to click there. And here are all of my markup tools. Let's start with the pencil. Now, as soon as I click on the pencil, here on the right-hand side, we can see this panel opens up, which gives me all of my pencil options, where I can choose the width of the pencil, the color. I have a whole bunch of colors here I can choose from. If I don't like any of these preset widths, I can use this to create my own custom width. And I can also change the opacity on it if I don't want it to be solid. If I want it to be somewhat see-through, I can change it right here. So I'm just going to use something kind of standard. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to start marking up my document. Now, what's really nice is the pen tool is pressure sensitive. So let me go with something a little bit thicker and you can really see what I'm talking about. So the width of the pen stroke will change depending on how hard I press. The harder I press, the thicker it gets. If I want to delete any of these marks, I just come up here to my selection tool. I select right here, select annotation, and then I just click or select, and I hit the delete key. Another way to remove some of the markings that you've made is right here, the eraser tool. I can just click on that and erase it just like that. Okay, aside from the pencil tool and the eraser tool, there's also a drawing tool. Now, if I click the little down arrow for drawing, you're going to see I have a lot of pre-made shapes. I have a rectangle, an oval, and a polygon. I even have a cloud shape and a couple of arrows and lines. And these are great if you're using them to organize your notes. So I'm going to go ahead with like my rectangle tool. Select it like that. Let's go with my cloud tool. I'm going to change the color of that cloud to this cool blue color. The cloud tool. I can select it and I can move it around. I can change its shape. And I can also change its fill and its opacity right over here to whichever of these I want to use. Let's take a look at some of these arrows. Oh, that's what I'm trying to do. And I even have a couple of options here for the colors. One truly unique note-taking tool is only available if you're using a tablet with an ePen, and that's here in the notes. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to click anywhere to leave myself a note. So everything's working the way it normally does, except Foxit recognizes that I'm using a tablet and an ePen, so it has brought up this handwriting recognition tool. So now I can write instead of typing. If I make any mistakes, I can just back up. As you can see, even with my really messy handwriting, Foxit did not care. It was able to take my chicken scratches and turn them into actual text. And if you're thinking, well, that works great on a PDF, but what if your PDF is a scan or an image, something like this JPEG here? Well, let's pop that JPEG on over. And obviously I can use all the same tools right on this JPEG that I could on the PDF. So I can go to my pencil tool, I can draw on it. I can actually use it to answer questions, point to things, underline, whatever it is that I need to take notes on. But I can also come up here to Convert, and I can select Recognize Text. We're going to do that to the current file, and it's going to go through, and we're going to go make sure our language is selected, English, there we go. We decide if we want this to be just searchable image text, or if we want to actually be able to edit this text. I'm going to go ahead with editable text. Now that it's editable, I can come back to my comments and I can use tools like the highlighting tools and my text selection tools, because now all of this text is selectable and editable. Other useful tools that are just made easier when we're using a tablet are things like the underline tool and the strikeout tool. Even things like the callout are just made easier when we're using a tablet.
And there we go, some useful ways that you can use your Wacom tablet with Foxit PDF Editor. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, of course, you can always reach us. We are at foxit.com. My name is Charles. Have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for watching.